An even number is not only more pleasing for an eye, but also many things work better in a pair. This applies for an engine layout as well, as most often every cylinder has its own twin, all the more so V-shaped ones. Exceptions are everywhere, so let's dive into an interesting topic of V3 engines. Suzuki R P68. Last minute regulation changes left the Suzuki's motorcycle off any races. The water-cooled engine had a narrow power band of 500 RPM, which reasons the use of a 14-speed transmission. Although it was only a 50cc, 19 horsepower motorcycle, it could fly by in a 200 km speed, pretty good for a 380 horsepower per liter engine. Honda NS500. Succeeding in the unsuccessful new racing project, the NR500, Honda used their motocross experience and created a two-stroke MotoGP racer after years of resistance. The uniquely designed two-stroke V3 quickly won a championship in 1983 and prepared everybody for what came after it, the NSR 500. Feuling W3. Jim Feuling's W3 could have been a cool performance upgrade from a traditional 45-degree V-twin of Harley-Davidson. However, his proposal was refused, although there was only a few changes required to accommodate the third cylinder. He managed to start his own company and received a patent by the end of the century, but unfortunately passed away soon after, in the age of 56. DKW RM350. As Auto Union's race bike, the DKW RM350 also featured the V3 layout with a single horizontal cylinder and a twin connected in a 75-degree angle. It was air-cooled only and had an ignition system from the old BMW 328. The engine was capable of up to 15,000 RPM and had a very characteristic sound, for which it was nicknamed as the Singing Soul. Honda MVX250F. When Honda finally left the NR500 project behind and the new two-stroke racer came along, engineers for production models were commissioned to create a celebration model, the MVX250F. It was a sports commuter featuring a very similar layout to the GP racers. The twin cylinders were at the bottom, while the single one was perpendicularly placed above them. Anzani W3. With growing aviation business, Anzani's engine, originally built for a motorcycle, was adapted for an aircraft use. They varied in displacement from 1.5 to 6.4 liters, and because of the design, they are called as fan or semi-radial engines. There was a single cam-driven exhaust side valve and an automatic atmospheric pressure-driven spring-loaded intake valve in the head, both single per cylinder. Honda NS400R. Celebrating Freddie Spencer's results in the championship with the NS500, this was its street league replica with a similarly designed 2-stroke V-shaped 3-cylinder. The displacement was reduced by 100cc and it does not accelerate under 5000 rpm, but once kept between 7 to 10k rpm, not just one 1000 superbike could get shamed in the twisties. GL. Being built by an Indonesian tuner, Semangat Putra motor, their creation is said to have a Honda chassis and a custom-built engine made of Yamaha single cylinders. However, it is not their only such a project, as a W3 powered chopper runs on Indonesian streets as well.